Hi there. This is a set of videos that I put together just for you. I look forward to reading your comments and receiving your suggestions on how to make these videos more enjoyable or ideas for specific content that you might have. Thanks for watching. Hi there. Porsche sold on Bring a Trailer include a Guards Red 2000 911 Coupe with 57,000 miles that sold for $38,250. A nice car, a big price. This was well sold. A black 2001 911 Turbo Coupe with 147,000 miles sold for $39,996. A black 43,000 mile 2009 911 Turbo Coupe presented by a great seller sold for $112,997. A triple black 1964 356C Cabriolet sold for $139,000. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Hi there. On Bring a Trailer today, two fabulous 911s. Both rare, both beautiful. A Guards Red 12,000 mile 1997 911 Turbo S presented by a great seller sold for $560,000. A beautiful car in every way, one of 176. This was very well sold. A black 1994 911 Turbo S 3.6 package with 41,000 miles presented by a great seller sold for $800,964. Another stunning car. This is one of 17 package examples. Bid to $875,000 last November. Today this was very well sold. So, which is the car to select? I actually prefer the red one, and that's not often the case. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, an Amethyst 1992 911 Porsche Carrera RS with 78,000 kilometers sold for $257,000. Sold here in 2018 for $200,000. This was a fair sale price. One of about 2,000 produced. This is a lightweight 964. At 2,706 pounds, this is 286 pounds lighter than the standard model. This particular example has been lightly modified to include a Patrick Motorsports lightweight flywheel and RS clutch assembly, lightweight 993 RS front suspension components, 18-inch Fiske wheels, Brembo brakes, adjustable KW coilovers, and more. With 260 horsepower, 60 was a 5-second trip. Amazingly well balanced. RSs are sublime. And look at those seats. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, the tale of two front-engine rear-drive cars. A polar white 1977 924 Martini Championship Edition with 43,000 miles sold for $27,333. A huge price for a 924. This is one of the best around. This was, understandably, very well sold. An Alpine White original owner 1984 944 with 18,000 miles sold for $28,000. A very nice 944, a fair value, and a car that would make an interesting companion to the 924 as long as you like the dashes. If choosing just one, the choice is largely in the body, and I'm a fan of the 944. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a Grigio Scuro 1967 330 GTC sold for $678,001. Very clean, a well-presented car, and a fair sale today. One of 598 examples produced between 1966 and 1968. This 330 was originally delivered to Milan, brought to the US in 2013, and refurbished in 2020. A 4-liter V12 powers the car and produces 300 or so horsepower. This particular engine seems like it may be a little off, but the balance of the 330 is very nice. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Today, all bargains. Stay tuned. Hi there, an Arena Red over Gray 12,000 mile 2000 Boxster that sold for $18,500. Boxsters wear Arena Red very well, and this one is exceptionally clean, and the interior is an especially foamy, angry sea of gray. This was very well purchased. For Ferrari, a Rosso Corsa Euro 1985 Testarossa with 40,000 kilometers sold for $150,000. Another very well purchased car, this redhead was also current on maintenance with a recent belt service and valve adjustment. A beautiful blue Pozzi 19,000-mile 1999 360 Modena 6-speed conversion sold for $95,000. To me, this is a steal. Well purchased. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Today, a quick review of those cars that went unsold. An Arctic Silver over Gray 2000 Boxster was bid to $12,250. A triple black 2004 911 Cabriolet was bid to $17,996. A red 1962 356B was bid to $65,500. A black modified 1997 911 Coupe with 87,000 miles was bid to $85,500. A light ivory 1964 356C Cabriolet was bid to $145,000. A polar silver 41,000 kilometer 1992 911 Carrera RS was bid to $229,000. A red 1972 Ferrari 365 GTB4 Daytona Competizione conversion was bid to $439,013. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. In upcoming sales on Bring a Trailer, a Signal Red Daytona Class winning 1965 Porsche 911 Coupe has a current bid of $301,709. A gray-black 2011 Porsche 911 GT3 RS with 19,000 miles has a current bid of $200,000. A Shark Blue 2022 911 GT3 with 1,900 miles has a current bid of $198,000. A black 5,000-mile 2016 911R has a current bid of $260,260. A midnight blue Rest of World 1993 911 Turbo 3.6 with 92,000 kilometers has a current bid of $200,000. On PCAR Market, a Kingston Gray 1975 911S backdate with a 3.8-liter 964 engine has a current bid of $150,000. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a repainted one-owner OC Blue 1969 912 Coupe sold for $50,162. An exhaustively documented car. I like it, but it was originally tangerine. Bad call to repaint. The engine and transmission have been replaced. It appears to have 374,000 miles. The info states simply 74,000 miles with actual mileage unknown. It's noted that the antenna is missing and it's in the trunk. An open hole shines upward from the fender. Many, many records. Many, many photographs. Over 400. Many, many questions. Well sold. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Today, a review of 3 Ferraris sold on July 11th, 2023. A Rosso Corsa over Nero Euro 1993 512 TR with 108,000 kilometers sold for $166,000. A little higher mileage than most Ferraris transacted here, and this was well purchased. A Rosso Corsa over Crema 2,800-mile 1989 Testarossa sold for $205,000. Sold here 2 years ago for $184,000 with 200 fewer miles. This was likely a fair sale price for a collector-level Testarossa. A gray 1961 Ferrari 250 GTE 2+2 Series 1 with 13,000 kilometers sold for $535,000. 250s have many fans. I'm not one of them. This was well sold. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a Guards Red over Black 23 years owned 1992 911 America Roadster with 65,000 kilometers located in Canada sold for $113,700. One of my very favorite models, this was well purchased. This 964 is one of the 250 built during a 2-year production run to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the 356 America Roadster. The American Roadster is essentially a turbo-bodied Carrera cab with turbo suspension and brakes. The engine is a standard 911 unit making 250 horsepower. The rear seats were replaced with a parcel shelf, something that we'd see in many generations in the future. This model commemorates the 356 American Roadster, but to me this is far superior. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Porsches at 3 price points today: $20,000, $40,000, and $80,000. Let's take a quick look. A black 39,000 mile 2008 Cayman sold for $22,000. This was a very nice price on a good-looking 987. A GT Silver 2004 911 40th anniversary with 92,000 miles sold for $42,996. This was a fair sale price. A Guards Red Over Black 26 years owned 1995 911 Cabriolet with 71,000 miles sold for $85,000. This also was a fair sale price. Cayman are fantastic entry-level Porsches. The 40 AE is a fantastic first 911, and the 993 Cab is from one of the most coveted 911 generations. There's not a bad car in this group. Many 911 owners also own a Cayman or a Boxster. They're really that good. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a blue Tour de France 20,000 mile 2000 456M GT sold for $160,000. A good color and a good color combination, this was well sold. Equipped with the 5.5-liter F116 V12 engine rated at 436 horsepower and 406 pounds-feet of torque, the car was capable of 5-second runs to 60 and topped out at 185. It's not slow, but it's not a speed demon. Drivers can rely on the torque to get to speed easily once moving. The wheels here are 19-inch Novatec NF2s, and they're comparable to the stock wheels. For a 4-seat Ferrari, this is one of the better models. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, 2 very different 987s, a Cayman and a Boxster Spider. A Guards Red 44,000 mile 2008 Cayman S sold for $40,000. A clean 987.1 and a good Guards Red, this was well sold. Fitted with a 3.4-liter engine producing 295 horsepower and 251 pounds-feet of torque, these are 5-second to 60 cars. Our other 987, a triple black 32,000 mile 2011 Boxster Spider, sold for $60,000. This 987.2 sale was on the high side of fair. The Spider has 320 horsepower and drops the 60 run into the 4s, and I think the looks are on point. The top is quirky and not monsoon-proof, but it's a wonderful performer. This example's paint doesn't seem to pop, but the model does. These are superb performance values. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a black 5,000 mile 2016 911R sold for $455,000. One of 991 built, this had a sticker price of $214,000. And while it seems crazy to call this well purchased, it may have been, and it was at least fair. On sale to the tune of more than $100,000 from similar cars within the past 18 months, this is number 897 of 991 examples. The R is based on the GT3 with some GT3 RS pieces thrown in to add to its exclusivity. The 4-liter 6 was shared with the GT3 RS and was rated at 500 horsepower and 339 pounds-feet of torque, good for sub-4-second runs to 60, and topping out at a nice round 200 miles per hour. These are understated powerhouses, collectible powerhouses. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, an Arena Red 17,000 mile 1997 911 Turbo presented by a great seller sold for $266,000. Sold here in 2021 for $262,000. This is a slightly better price, and the car was still well sold today. I mentioned in a recent video the attractiveness of this color, and this is the embodiment of that statement. The 3.6-liter air-cooled 6 was factory rated at 408 horsepower and 398 pounds-feet of torque, making a 0 to 60 sprint in about 3.5 seconds. topping out at $180. 993s are beloved by millions. It has the right look, the right engine, it was largely hand-built, and it has this cool melted spoiler. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a black 2012 Porsche Cayman R with 69,000 miles sold for $55,500. 543 Rs were brought to the U.S. They have a few additional horsepower, 330, and weigh 100 pounds less than S's. This was a fair sale. Cayman Rs were approximately 120 pounds lighter than the S models because of a fixed rear wing, aluminum doors, and additional lightweight components. Aluminum doors save 33 pounds, 26 pounds comes from the use of lighter seat structure, and 11 pounds from new wheels. Another 26 pounds can be saved if you can do without air conditioning and a radio. With a top end of 175 miles an hour and 0 to 60 time in about 4 seconds, Cayman Rs are fantastic performers. It is a better, faster Cayman. That's a good thing. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a black modified 1982 911 SC Coupe twin plug 3.4 liter sold for $155,000. A great backdate, this appears to be a quality build, and the price, fair. I'm not much of a fan for graphics on the side of the cars, but this negative script on the black looks pretty good. The suspension on this car has been modified with Coney shocks, elephant racing components, and adjustable Grand Control coilovers. Inside there are Recaro bucket seats, a custom roll bar, and of course the tartan cloth accents on the dash, seats, and door panels, and I could do without them on the dash and door panels. A replacement steering wheel was also fitted. Perhaps the topper of all the toppers is the 2016 build sheet totaling just under $175,000. This was a nice bargain. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a violet ChromaFlare 2000 911 C4 Millennium with 102,000 miles sold for $30,000. Number 12 of 911 examples, this is a clean car and the price isn't unreasonable, unless you consider the interior color and dead trees offensive, which are certainly borderline for me, even with the cool exterior. I think ChromaFlare 911s are undervalued, and the fact that they're all limited production examples makes this doubly so. I am a fan. I just wish the interiors were black or blue or Pasha or maybe a two-tone. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a black 1993 Porsche 928 GTS with 71,000 miles sold for $90,000. Sold here 3 years ago for $65,000. Today's sale price seems a little rich, but just 102 came to the US for the year, so maybe it was still fair. GTSs are the most coveted 928s, more powerful, a shape considered by most as sexier, and of course, they were produced at the end of the car's production cycle through 1995. 60 comes up in about 5 seconds. Top speed is 170 with the 5.4-liter engine producing 345 horsepower. The car's weight was 3,600 pounds, up 400 from the initial model in 1978. Is the GTS a better 928? Better in some ways, not quite as true to its intention in the mid-70s. I like 928s, old and new. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Hi there. 4 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met July 22nd and 23rd. A triple black 26,000 mile 2000 Boxster was bid to $15,500. A black 1988 911 Coupe with 97,000 miles was bid to $50,000. A Guards Red 1978 911 SC Coupe with 99,000 miles was bid to $56,000. A Triplicati Nero 27,000 mile 1995 Ferrari 348 Spider was bid to $53,000. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Hi there. A Shark Blue 2022 911 GT3 with 1,600 miles. Sold for $260,000. Sticker on this was $226,000. This was well sold. A Voodoo Blue 2023 911 GT3 Touring with 1,600 miles. Sold for $299,000. Sticker here was $236,000. Another well sold 992. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a red 1984 Ferrari 512 BBI with 7,000 miles sold for $345,000. Low miles and extremely clean, this was well sold. This car's predecessor, the 365, was the first production rear mid-engine car produced by Ferrari and the first car with the flat 12. The successor car from this, the Testarossa, one of just over 1,000 produced. The car is fitted with a 4.9 liter that was factory rated at 340 horsepower, and that pushed the car to 60 in the mid 5-second range and topped out at 177 miles an hour. They were never officially brought to the US. Emissions and safety regs stopped that. The 365s are lighter, and they have a cleaner look to me. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Today, beige, Savannah, cashmere. Let's do it. Hi there. Porsche sold on Bring a Trailer include an ocean blue, a sea over sand, Savannah beige 2000 911 Cabriolet with 57,000 miles sold for $24,000. This was a better price and closer to fair. A rainforest green over Savannah beige 50,000 mile original owner 2001 911 sold for $34,000. Many are fans of this color combo. You guessed correctly if you excluded me from that group. This was a little bit high. A black over cashmere beige 1997 911 Cabriolet with 28,000 miles sold for $72,993. If you can handle the putrid interior, this was a bargain sale price. That is enough for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a Polar Silver 24 years owned 1993 Porsche 911 RS America with 86,000 miles presented by a good seller. Sold for $136,000. One of 701 built, these are wonderfully balanced performers. This was well sold. Considered a lightweight version of the base 964, RS Americas have 3.6-liter engines rated at 247 horsepower and 228 pounds-feet of torque, equal to base 964s, but they are slightly quicker because of the reduced weight, down about 200 pounds. By comparison, Euro RSs were 345 pounds lighter, with much more Spartan interiors. These are fabulous cars. Find one. Drive one. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Here's a look at some unsold cars for July 29th and 30th, 2023. An Ocean Blue 2000 Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe with 92,000 miles was bid to $16,000. A black 1976 912E with 158,000 miles was bid to $40,000. A black 8,000-mile 2006 911 C4S Coupe was bid to $69,000. A Pink Pig modified 1987 911 Coupe track car with 88,000 miles was bid to $90,000. Very cool. A repainted gray 3-liter powered 1968 911 Coupe was bid to $105,000. A Rosso Chiaro 1976 Ferrari 308 GTB Vetro Resina was bid to $69,000. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. On Bring a Trailer today, a green Safari-style 1988 911 Coupe sold for $135,000. Lots and lots of expensive mods went into this car, mostly tasteful. This was well purchased. Completed by Group 2 Motorsports in Woodinville, Washington, the car features an aluminum front skid plate, custom aluminum bumpers, CB driving lights, rally-style mirrors, and a roof rack. A ducktail spoiler is also fitted to the back, and the interior has Porsche-style cloth accents, could do without. Recaro sports their CS front seats and a Momo steering wheel. A Wevo shifter has also been fitted. Power is provided by a Roth Sport built 3.2 liter. Output is suggested to be around 220 horsepower, enough for this build. Take a listen. That's all for today. See you tomorrow.